Welcome to Sign with JP. Today we are learning ASL signs for sea animals, ocean animals. This one's a fun one and one of my favorites. I've been doing a series, several videos on different types of animals, from wild animals to pets to farm animals. So make sure you check those out as well, because animals are just fun to sign. Without further ado, let's get started. First, we should start with ocean, or the sea, S-E-A. Let's start S-E-A, cut. First, we're gonna start with the sign for water, which is a W tapping at the chin. The ocean is big and vast, so we're gonna say water, and then we're gonna have the waves coming out. Ocean. This would also be used for sea. Otherwise, we would spell sea if we're being more specific about a body of water, a particular one. Otherwise, we would just use this sign. The biggest creatures we find in the ocean, the whale. Put your non-dominant hand as the water, okay? And the whale, we're gonna make a Y hand shape, and it comes up and down because the whale's tail comes out of the water and smacks down into the water as it moves past. So the whale. Next, we have the dolphin. Cross your fingers, but stick your thumb up. And can you see the dolphin there? There it is. And what does a dolphin do? It launches, jumps up out of the water, and comes back down. You don't need this hand, although it's understood if you were to use it. But dolphin is usually signed just with one hand. Next, the most terrifying creature in the ocean, the shark. It's probably not the most terrifying, but the one that we as people identify as terror in the waters because of one movie, Jaws. That's right. Shark, we're going to have one hand kind of in like a C, and we're going to put it here. So this is like the water, and then this is the dorsal fin coming, and it's going to coming at you. Donna, 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 Donna. Cut it right after. Yeah. Hey, as a bonus, because we just did shark, see if you understand this little deaf joke. Did you catch it? We were just talking about it. We got the J-A-W-S. Ooh. As you can tell, I'm a little bit silly today. Our next one is octopus, one of my favorite signs. Put one hand like this and the other hand right underneath it. And here are the tentacles. And so we're going to, the top hand, that's your non-dominant hand, doesn't move. And the bottom hand moves for the octopus. Now this is very similar to squid, except we're only going to use one hand, and it kind of moves sideways. Not to be confused with jellyfish, which moves up. And it doesn't have a full closure of the hands, it's more of the closed fingers. Whereas a squid closes the hand. See the difference in the movement? Right, so we have octopus, squid, jellyfish. And now that you know the meaning, you can easily tie in the meaning to the visual, and you could see it. That's part of one of the things that I love about ASL is that, like, at first you might have no idea what that means, but once you get the meaning, you can kind of see it on the hands, and then it becomes a little like moving picture in the air. It's so fascinating, so amazing. Crab and lobster, two delicious creatures we find in the ocean. Both of them have claws. And so the crab, we're going to use, I guess a C for crab if you're going to think about it, but bigger claws this way, crab, whereas a lobster is going to be kind of scissor hands. Lobster, crab. Next is the clam. The clam opens and closes. The seahorse, the cute little seahorse. If you've never actually seen a seahorse, they're tiny. They're itty bitty. But they kind of move, they bob their heads, and they bob their little curly tail as they go. So here it is. Seahorse. Isn't that cute? What about the sea turtle? Sea turtle, put out one hand, fingers together and your thumb sticking out, and put on your other hand exactly the same. And then we move the little flippers as they're going through the water. Next, we have the seal. The seal likes to bat its flippers together, but in ASL, we actually cross our arms and we clap them together this way. Seal. A walrus has big tusks, so we're gonna grab those tusks and come down. As we grab them, big hands into fists. Walrus. Next, we have the shrimp. Shrimp is a cute little sign, and I take one finger and it kind of move it along. We scrunch it and move it forward, scrunch it and move it forward. I've also seen it go this way, so they can go either way. I think it kind of flows better pulling it this way. We have a baby shrimp, and of course, the one that I forgot, which is so funny, and I leave it to the end, is fish. We find fish in the ocean. Of course we do. Take one hand and put it at your wrist. Your other hand, fingers together, thumb up, and it swims. This one is just kind of a marker showing like only the hand part, right? It's not the whole arm. Do you need this hand? No. This is understood, but this is the formal sign for fish. Wow, that was so many fun signs of sea creatures out in the ocean. I hope you learned. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I was acting a little bit silly because that's kind of who I am. But thank you for sticking in all the way to the end. So like and subscribe if you want more videos like this. And leave me a comment what you thought and what you would like to see so I can tailor my content more for you. Thanks so much for being here. I'm JP. Keep on signing.